Hi there, this is writing feedback number 5, and with this piece of writing we are looking at aspects of character. So my student is using language that we are focusing on and practicing to write about aspects of a person's character. The writing is called Conscientiousness and Kindness, so let's begin. Conscientiousness and kindness are good character traits of personal qualities. Not really. They're not really good character traits of personal qualities. These two things are very similar. So here I'll make my first correction. I would say when we're describing them, we can say they are good character traits or good personal qualities. So let's make that clearer that they're two very similar things. I'm going to put that in blue so she can see the changes I've made. Okay, so personal qualities as called virtue. Now I'm going to put a red flag here because I've noticed with this student, the red flag here is for her to focus on the linking word as. Sometimes she's had problems by not finishing off the sentence connection after the word as. So this is a red flag telling her to pay attention and practice using the word as. Okay, now let's fix this up. Personal qualities as called virtue. I believe she wants to say personal qualities which we call virtue. So let's change and put in the word which we can call, or which are called. Let's make it passive, which are called virtue. Now, it's writing. Let's make it more formal and let's say which are described. Okay, now we have a complete phrase. We've got the subject, which is linked by the word which. So which is linking it back to these good character traits. So which are described. We're using the past participle there because we're using the passive. And which are described. Now we put in the link as. And if they're described, we're using an adjective to describe them. Okay, so which are described as virtuous. Which are described as virtuous. Now I'm going to put all that into blue because I've told her in this video about the red flag, and now I'm changing this in blue so she can see that I've made a change. Let's continue. Naturally, virtue and vice always stay alive in every society and in every age. They don't really stay alive. So the word choice here could be improved if we just make it simply virtue and vice, plural, exist. Okay, virtue and vice always exist in every society and in every age. Now that's true. Even in each person, there are both positive and negative attributes about aspects of character. So the word about isn't really working here because negative attributes and aspects of character are really saying the same thing. So I can remove about, and we're just finishing off a simple sentence here. There are both positive and negative, we can say attributes, but I prefer the longer phrase of aspects of character. So that's what I'm going to keep here, and we will keep moving on to the next paragraph, which is a very short paragraph. The arrival of, here's another red flag, ding, 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 ding. The arrival of the 2019 or the COVID-19 coronavirus. It's the one virus, or we describe it as one virus. So we need the definite article. We know which virus and it's singular. The arrival of the coronavirus in the Earth has globally resulted in, ding, 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 here's our articles, singular noun, but this time it's a crisis because there could be many different types of crisis. So I'll put a serious crisis and keep reading. In health, and how many economies do we have when we talk about the world? We talk about the world economy. Health and the economy. Okay, so articles is what we need to focus on for this sentence, and I understand that they are very, very difficult. As is working perfectly here in health and the economy as well. The name Vietnam has been known more popular than ever during this difficult period. Known is not working here. What I think she would like to say is has been or is now is probably better than has been. Has been recently more popular than ever. So we could say the name Vietnam is now more popular than ever, or the country Vietnam is now more popular than ever during this difficult period. So I'm not going to change this tense because I understand that she's meaning in recent times, starting 2 months ago up until now. So the name Vietnam has been now more popular than ever during this difficult period. So that's the change I'll make there. Everything else is acceptable and fine. What I'm looking for after this sentence is a link. Why is it now more popular than ever? Vietnam is an Asian country with 100 million population. So when we're talking about populations, the population itself is singular with a population of. Okay, that's going to work and sound better. With a population of 100 million. Let's move that back. But there is only over 300 people. So a couple of problems here. There's 300 people. There are 300 people. There are only over. Now, only is small, limiting. Over is big. So we need another word to create a link here. There are only just over 300 people in positive test. Now I can also make the phrase here better. Let's make it perfect. So there are only just over 300 people with a positive test result. So we could say with a positive test, but we're talking about the result of the test. The result is positive. So we're being more precise, more specific. Here we have another idea. It's connected by with, but I think we can connect it more with the linking word and. So I will connect that as well. And with no single death case. So let's make this stronger. That's amazing. Not one single. These two words are the same thing. It's redundant, I know, and I've told this student about using redundant words and phrases before, but in this case, this is emphasis. Not one single death. We can just keep it at death, or not one single case of death. I think it's clear enough. Not one single death. We know nobody has died. Okay, not one single death. All right, so I will change that. Vietnam is considered passive. So we need the past participle. Vietnam is considered by who? By people in the world. Is considered by. So I've just changed that to the past participle. Vietnam is considered as one of the best. Well done. Okay. Well, the best. One of the best, well done. We can take away well done because best is already saying that. Now we could say Vietnam is considered as one of the most successful countries, but my student has used successfully here. I don't want to change anything I don't have to. Vietnam is considered as one of the best countries who have prevented the coronavirus successfully in the world. Now we're talking about countries rather than a person, so I would prefer to change this to which. Vietnam is the country which has. So Vietnam is considered as one of the best countries which have prevented the coronavirus successfully in the world. Okay, now that's fine. Vietnam is considered as one of the best countries which have prevented the coronavirus successfully in the world. All right, now amongst the positive tested cases, we know which cases. It's plural and it's specific, so we need the definite article, the definite article. Amongst the positive tested cases in Vietnam, an English patient is the most serious case. The 43-year-old man is a pilot. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to read this sentence one more time because it's still sitting in my mind. Vietnam is considered as one of the best countries which have prevented the coronavirus successfully in the world. One of the best countries at preventing the coronavirus successfully in the world. I'll have a think about that one when I talk to my student, but at the moment it's still not sounding exactly quite right to me, and I'll talk to her about that. So I hope this helps other people to think about and to fix their own writing. Thank you.